mangwana ni maafrika makasimba hiri takasimba king unotaura shishona mbichana. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason today I'm speaking to you guys in the Shishona language from Zimbabwe is because I want to tell you a story about Maxwell chikumbutso, a Zimbabwean innovator who has teamed up with the Chinese manufacturer to produce a car that does not use diesel, that does not use a battery, that does not use petrol to drive itself. Imagine, guys, having a car that has unlimited range of kilometers in terms of how far it can travel. This car apparently uses radio frequencies. I've reported about Maxwell in the past, and I've told you guys how they poisoned him in America, pretending to see being interested in his innovations and everything, but that time it was a TV and a generator that works without a power supply using these radio frequencies. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. They poisoned him there in America, and actually one of his business partners succumbed to the poison. So we want to talk about that. Also coming back home in South Africa, stage 3 load shedding is back. The Minister of Electricity, has said, some power stations can't take it anymore. I think for me, they've done a good job ever since he stepped into the office. Some South Africans might argue that they're still having load shedding problems, but I would say that in the majority of South Africans, we've been enjoying an uninterrupted power supply for some time now. I think over 300 days now. We have to give credit where credit is due. Going to the ANC, somebody must stop Fikile Mbalula. Somebody must speak to Fikile Mbalula to stop attacking Panyaza Lesufi. Him just going out of his way, saying the minority government of Gauteng is not going to last, it's going to collapse. It's crazy, because we are saying the same thing with the government of national confusion. So he does not see that one collapsing, but he sees what Panyaza Lesufi is doing in Gauteng collapsing. So he's not hiding anymore that he's attacking Panyaza. He's not hiding that he does not agree with the movement that the Gauteng provincial leadership has taken in excluding the Freedom Front Plus and the Democratic Alliance from their government. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We have to talk about Fikile Mbalula, Pala FM, and discipline that guy, because this African fighting in the same political party is taking us nowhere slowly. Let's talk about that and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane Zinjiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we're covering some fantastic stories that you guys will be interested in. Before we do that, let's go to the buy a pallet of bricks for Paseta. Now, I said on the 1st of February, I'll be launching a new campaign of giving certificates to people who want to partner with Paseta by buying a pallet of bricks. Now, the pallet of bricks is only 1,500, ladies and gentlemen. You can send us a 1,500 and we will send you a certificate of partnership as showing gratitude to you assisting us as Paseta on building the school. So I think this is a fantastic initiative. Some of you have already inquired about it. So I said, please wait up until the 1st of February, because it's a campaign that I'm going to push for 2 months from February up until the end of March. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll appreciate it if you team up with us at Paseta of buying a brick so that we can build this school. Some of you have said, King, I can't make it to the gala dinner. I'm staying overseas, or I'm busy with whatever I'm doing in South Africa, but I want to contribute somewhere, somehow. How do I contribute? Well, this is one of the best ways you can contribute, ladies and gentlemen. Just buy a pallet of bricks for us. Just buy a pallet of bricks for the coming generation, and let's build this school. So for more information, go on www.paseta.co.za. You'll get our banking details there. You'll get our phone numbers there. You can WhatsApp us, you can call us, and then we can make sure that after you make your payment and you've got your proof of payment, and of course we will see on our bank statement, and then we can send you this beautiful certificate that I wish that you can hang it on your wall, showing your children what type of contribution you have done for the future generation. I think it's very important. And you guys know we're still having the gala dinner on the 2nd and 3rd of May. On the 2nd of May, we'll be having a gala dinner. On the 3rd of May, we'll be having a fun day fundraising event. So on the gala dinner, the tickets is 1,000 Rand. The VIP is 2,000 Rand. So thank you to everyone that's purchasing the ticket. Thank you to the organizing committee of this gala dinner, doing the hard work in the background for you guys, so that when you guys come here, you enjoy it. Thank you so much, guys. For those who have got paid on the end of the month, please make sure that you purchase a ticket to the gala dinner. It's very important. It's very important that you purchase that ticket, and please continue. You guys know that we are on a lifelong mission of saying that 10,000 Africans must donate each 50 Rand to the Pan-African School each and every month, so that we can run our monthly errands and everything like that. So thank you to each and everyone that is contributing their 50 Rand contributions. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you on the flip side. Anything you want to know about Paseta, just go to www.paseta.co.za. You can buy tickets there. You can get information there. You can contact us there, no problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me start with load shedding, because I want to end with Maxwell, because Maxwell is a beautiful story. Load shedding is back, ladies and gentlemen. Jose Nzoramokgopa is saying, listen, the power stations, they've had enough now. They are tired. There is a breakdown here and there. And now we are finding ourselves in a situation where we are going to go into load shedding. And many people have said, King, this thing is not going to last. Look now, it's starting to crack. They've been running this thing crazy. I said, give the guy some credit. You guys were under load shedding like nobody's business, under the radar. Under Andre the Raider, the white guy. You were never angry at him as much as you want to attack Ukhosi Nzoramokgopa and attack, obviously, the ANC. And I'm not here to defend the ANC, but I must say, Ukhosi Nzoramokgopa, for me, in the previous administration, in the time that he took over, for me, he was one of the top 3 best ministers that we had. Best ministers that we had, ladies and gentlemen, and I think he's still doing a fantastic job. There is a level of sabotage that is going to happen there in Eskom. There's a lot of money that comes in and out of Eskom, so you expect that it's not going to be an easy job for Ukhosi Nzoramokgopa, but I wish that he can get the ball back into his control and run this electricity thing properly, because we as South Africa, when you look at the coal reserves that we have that are still underground, yet to be taken out, we can supply electricity to the whole of SADC without any problems. We should not have a electricity problem in South Africa, but we do anyway. So what can we say? Speaking about the ANC, guys, I want to play this little clip of Fikile Mbalula making Fikile Mbalula statements again. This man, there's no hope in Fikile Mbalula. Absolutely no hope.
Minority government means you've got a government with all the ministries, but in parliament, you've got political parties that are keeping you in check without you participating, and you become a minority. So there's no balance of power in the minority government. Lanto itlake upanyaza pha eGauteng. Mane nixelele intsomi apha ukuthi no uyibambile. Khona kuyibamba nix. Izawuqhabalaka lanto with time. And then don't nixelele inyani nithanda ningayithanda.
After the national leadership of the ANC decided to go with the government of national confusion, we thought it was over for the ANC, that the DA has completely infiltrated the ANC and they're going to take charge, because we saw the ANC even teaming up with them in KwaZulu-Natal. kicking out the MK political party that got the overwhelming 45% of the votes of that province. But Panyaza Lesufi had a different mindset altogether, and he decided to go with a minority government because the DA was making crazy demands towards him. Now, that was excellent because we were happy to see an African man standing his ground against the Democratic Alliance. We were so happy to see that. But now to hear the Secretary General of the political party of Panyaza Lesufi saying that minority government is not stable, is going to collapse in the near future. And he's saying that is the truth. He's saying it as a fact that it's going to collapse. He's a total joke, Fikile Mbalula. He's a total joke, and somebody must tell him that he's a complete joke. He's a comedian. He's a clown, And what is going to collapse is the government of national confusion. Somebody must tell him. Fikile Mbalula is one of those politicians who, because they can't survive outside the ANC, they will rather kill the ANC themselves. Let me repeat that. Fikile Mbalula will not be accepted by any other political party. Not the DA, not the MK political party. Because of umlomo wake, the EFF will not accept him. Nobody will accept Fikile Mbalula. He does not have the luxury of saying, I can move to another political party. Panyaza can. Maybe Paul Mashatile can also. But Fikile Mbalula can't go to any other political party and be accepted. Even Gwede Mantashe can move to another political party. Fikile Mbalula is there in the ANC to hit and make sure that he punches the last nail in the coffin of the ANC. It's like it's either his way or the highway, because people are saying this man has completely sold out. And he doesn't see that. He doesn't see that. So attacking Panyaza, no matter who attacks Panyaza, I'm going to come in the defense of Panyaza Lesufi in the ANC, because Panyaza is carrying us, those who've got the hope of seeing the ANC rise again. Panyaza is carrying that hope. Because I told you guys, a weak ANC, a weak MK, a weak economic freedom fighters is only going to equalize to a strong DA. So you need the ANC to be strong. You need the EFF and the MK when you combine those votes for them to jump 50%. Because after Cyril is gone, it's going to be very difficult to propose a scenario where you ignore the EFF anymore. And choose the MK. and ignore the EFF and choose the DA. It's going to be very difficult to have that scenario in the future. So to 2029, best believe whatever percentage the EFF is going to get, they're going to see themselves in government and having a few ministries. You guys will tell me if you agree or not, but Fikile Mbalula must be called to order, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me, my sinuses are crazy today. So I wanted to speak about Maxwell chikumbutso. Guys, I don't want to say one of the best innovators, inventions, or whatever, because who do we compare Maxwell to in Africa? Vusi Thembekwayo asked a question and said, when last did an African or an African country or Africans as a whole did something that shook the world? Something that put the world on notice that Africa has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Maxwell chikumbutso is that event. Having a car. Guys, do you guys understand what is going on here? Maxwell chikumbutso in 2004, 12, 13, somewhere there, started creating TVs and generators, fridges that work without a power supply. He says he's using radio frequencies. Now, if you understand the magnetic park of Africa, of the world, there is always radio frequencies flying around in the atmosphere. So he's saying that his cars, his motorbikes, his super bikes, and this car is pretty fast because of that, by the way, faster than a Tesla, by the way. And he's saying these cars his fridges, his TVs is operating without power supply. Bye-bye to load shedding problem. Bye-bye to petrol problem. Bye-bye to, mechanical problems. This guy, his car has got unlimited range. Maxwell chikumbutso. Who? Guys, if it was a European person who created this will be flying all over. The problem with Maxwell's creation is that it intimidates or it threatens many industries. It threatens many industries. The diesel industry, all the big companies that supply big manufacture diesel. The same goes with petrol, electricity. He's threatening all those industries. Are they going to allow him? This time around, the Chinese company has teamed up with him because the Chinese want to infiltrate Africa properly. So this thing to say we are moving into a battery, everything is going to be battery powered, not under Maxwell's chikumbutso's watch. He's saying no, you don't even need that. So I don't know. They took him, I think it was 2019, 2018, to America to go and test his innovations and everything. When he got there, they poisoned him because he's a threat to everyone who wants to keep us colonized into these products of fuel and battery and everything. This is what is happening there in the DRC. Why people are being unalived, why the Tutsis are fighting, why M23 is fighting, why everybody is fighting there is because of minerals that are being used in batteries. Maxwell chikumbutso is saying, why are you guys fighting? Why are you gay? Yeah, that's what Maxwell is asking. He's saying, listen, I've got a car here that drives, they are launching it, ladies and gentlemen, in February. I think the 25th of February or something like that. So we're going to see when it's launched. Mina, I want to buy that car. I know it is called a Chinese manufacturing because, when you want to produce something in bulk, you need a Chinese. For now, up until we get our manufacturing plants properly. But right now, he's teamed up with a Chinese brand and they are assisting him with the body and everything, manufacturing it, and he's doing the in part of the engine. I mean, do we even call it an engine? I mean, what is that car running with? Radio frequencies is something to be excited about. If you don't know Maxwell chikumbutso, go and Google him. Go and Google his story. There's a lot of news that is reported about him on YouTube, everywhere. Just go and Google Maxwell chikumbutso. You're not going to regret it. And I'm telling you, it's time we get excited, Africans. It's time we get excited. I was excited when I was speaking to Momo, the incoming president of Paseta, Liberia. And I was so happy speaking to him. I was like, man, it's time for us as Africans to move. And when you look at a story like Maxwell chikumbutso, for me, imagine what we're going to teach in engineering, in science. Yeah? Imagine what we're going to teach at school. The whole textbook has to change because Maxwell chikumbutso has arrived. So you guys will tell me what you think about it. I'm so excited about Maxwell chikumbutso. May the great Lord please continue to protect him. Please, please. This man has done crazy thing. Because the problem with Maxwell, if he dies, he's going to be famous after he dies. But nobody's got the blueprint to his innovation. So his innovations will die with him. So as long as he's still alive, let's celebrate him as Africans. Let's make sure that we don't make a mistake with Maxwell chikumbutso. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.